Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another Sewcialite Quilt along from fatquartershop.com. In today's video, I am going to show you how to make this piece block designed by Ann Sutton. And if you would like to join me and quilt along with me, you can find the PDF on the fatquartershop.com website, which I will have a link in the description below. Today I am doing a 6-inch block. I have cut out the following pieces already. I have two 3-inch square pieces of background fabric that I've labeled A, and I have one 2.5-inch square labeled B in the background fabric. In the printed fabric, I have C, and I have two of these 3-inch squares, and for this one here, D, I have cut out 4 2.5-inch squares. The first thing you need to do is you need to take fabric A and C, and you are going to flip it over onto the wrong side, fabric A, and you are going to draw diagonal lines from corner to corner with a 1/4-inch seam, as I've done here. As I've done here. Oh, can't see that. So what I've done is I've drawn a line from corner to corner, and then a 1/4-inch I have drawn two separate lines, and these are the lines I will be sewing on. Once you've got these done for fabric A pieces, you then put fabric A and C right sides together, just like this. And then you'll sew here and here, and then once you're done that, you will cut, and you should make 4 half square triangles, which I have 2 here right now, and then I am going to do the other one. When I am done, I will show you how to lay out the block, because that's it. That's all the sewing and cutting you need to do. Well, there's a little bit more sewing, but yeah. Anyways, I will be back. Okay, I have my half square triangles cut out, pressed, open, cut 1/4-inch seam, and now I am going to show you how to lay this out. So, B, D, this is the middle row, and then I'm going to show you the top row. And the bottom row. Oh, sorry. Here. That better? A little bit better? No. There we go. And that's the block right there. So I'm going to sew these in rows. I'll sew these together like this. Quarter-inch seam down that side, and then I will finger press these open, and then I'm going to sew 1/4-inch seam on this side all the way down each row. So this will go like this, and this will go like this. There. Hee hee. Like this. And then I'll have the 3 rows. So I'll have the top, middle, and bottom done. When I'm done that, I will come back. Alright, so here we have the top row, the middle row, and the bottom row sewn together. And the next thing I am going to do is sew the top row to the middle row, And then once I'm done that, I'm going to press it open like this. And then I am going to take the bottom row and sew it to the middle and do the exact same thing, 1/4 inch seam. And when I return, I will show you the finished block. And here is the finished block. This is block number 17, the piece block designed by Ann Sutton. And you can find the information in the description below if you would like to do this block. It is a very beginner-friendly block. Let me tell you about next week's video. And the block next week is number 18, the Hardy block, designed by Corey Yoder of Coriander Quilts. And there's a lot of cutting in this one. If you are wanting to join me, you will need to do some cutting. I am doing the 6-inch block, and I will need in the background fabric 2 2-inch squares, 4 1.5 inch by 2.5 inch rectangles, 4 1.5 inch squares, 6 1.5 inch squares, and 4 1 inch squares. And in the printed fabric, I will need 2 2-inch squares, 2 1.5 by 6.5 rectangles, 4 1.5 by 2.5 inch rectangles, and 8 1.5 inch squares. I am so glad that you joined me today. I'm so happy that we did this piece block. It was so easy and simple. I really enjoyed it. And I hope that you will join me next week in the Sewcialites Quilt Along from FatQuarterShop.com. Have a wonderful quilt day!